there are a lot of things we need to do in this episode today. We need to get villagers, which doesn't sound like a lot of things, but that probably means that you've never moved villagers, because we need to first go to the village, get the villagers, bring them all the way back here. Then we need to build a villager breeder to get the more villagers without having to go back and forth to the village a lot and finding more and more villagers. Then we gotta build them a nice little house, because you can't have a lot of villagers without a nice little house. So yeah, let's start doing all that stuff. Before we get into the video, I thought I would mention that I actually have 4 YouTube channels now. That was my feat. I have 4 YouTube channels now, which the 4th one I just started today, and there are currently 2 videos. What it is it's my Maledro Cinematics channel. And on that channel, you can find all of the cinematics, meaning the time-lapses, the replays, all of the cinematic-y type stuff from all my videos from now on that channel. So if you just want to watch those, then you can watch them there. And I am putting up the 2 cinematics, or however many cinematics are in this video, on that channel, and they are going to go live about 15 minutes after this video goes live. So if you want to go over and check that out, that would be awesome. And now on to the video.
Okay, so first thing I need to do is go to the village. And I just realized I completely forgot to bring job blocks, because we need job blocks. We're going to be moving the villagers back to the base using boats and job blocks. I don't think that's what they're actually called, but that's what I'm calling them. I need to go grab the job blocks. Okay, so now we've got 2 blocks, and now we need to do the tedious task of moving all the villagers, which there are actually a ton of villagers that are still alive here, including the nitwit back there. I'm not insulting him, that's actually what he's called. Anyway, we need to move them using the blocks, the job blocks, and boats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the boats and the job blocks to lead them all the way over to an ice river, which is just over that hill over there. You guys will see it when we bring the villagers over there. It's just over that hill. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the job blocks to lure them up the hills, then use the boats, which we have right here, to lure them down the hill. Then once we get to the ice, then we can go pretty quickly back to our base, where we will go to the next step of the plan. If we just fly around really quickly with free cam, we can see that there's a villager up here, there's 1 villager in here, there are no villagers in there, there is 1 villager in here, 1 villager in here, 1 villager here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers so far. Okay, so 6 villagers. We have 6 villagers. So this moving of the villagers is very, very tedious, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it. Should I do updates, or should I do time lapses? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a time lapse, because I don't want to make the choice, even though I literally just made the choice. So time lapse, except it's not a time lapse. I tried to zoom. Optifine's not working. Oh no. No, it's not gonna be a time lapse. It's gonna be more of a cinematic traveling montage. Anyway, let's do that. now that we have villagers, the next thing we need to do is create a villager breeder. So we already have these two guys down here. It took us a bit of time down there, and we may or may not have accidentally lost a villager along the way. But we have the two now. So now what we gotta do is create a villager breeder, and I need to dig out a large hole in order to do that. And we've done a ton of time lapses over the last while. It's really close. We've done a ton of time lapses over the past couple of videos. So this time, I think I'm just gonna do it off camera, and I will cut to it. But you can trust me, I'm not gonna do like creative mode or anything. Anyway, I've got to dig a hole, so I'll be right back. That's really close. So I have built the villager breeder. I have actually built the whole thing, not just dug out the hole, and I have been AFKing it for so long. But first, my skin's broken, which is kind of obvious. Anyway, the reason I'm still in this hole, even though I've been AFKing for so long, is, well, first off, we have a problem. Here's all the villagers that have been spawning. There's an enderman and a zombie there. There's another zombie somewhere around here. Oh yeah, there's an enderman, 2 zombies, 2 creepers, and if we come look over here, my cows, we got 2 more creepers, 3 zombie pigmen, and a zombie, and a spider somewhere around my bed. So I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this other than like running a few hundred blocks away and then running back. Which actually, you know what? I'm gonna go do that. Be right back. Okay, so I have fixed the problem with the zombies and things in the cows. And now, for the end of the video, we need to build a house here. Because this, while it works, we need to make it look nice. So I've designed a house that we're going to put there. And we did it on stream at twitch.tv/Maledro if you want to check that out. That'd be awesome. Anyway, enough shameless self-promotion. We're going to build a house, which means we need resource gathering. So I'm going to go do that right now.
Okay, so if we come over here, we'll see, look at all these resources. It took me way too long, and there was plenty of time not actually doing anything. Meaning I completely got distracted, and that's why the video is many, many, many weeks late. Anyway, so finally we got all the resources. We did it over a couple live streams. Got some cracked stone bricks too. 2 sticks. Okay. So yeah, we have all the stairs, all the logs, all of everything, even the dark oak stuff. We got everything that we're needed, and we're ready to build the house. And I think it's nighttime, but I think that we're gonna have to do, not have to, but I think it'd be pretty cool if we do one more time lapse because, oh wow, I forgot I had the glowing ore texture back on. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Anyway, we're gonna go into a time lapse and build this fancy schmancy house, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so finally, after many, many months of designing and resource gathering and procrastinating, mostly procrastinating, here's the house. It looks very brown. Don't worry, I'm going to be putting flowers in the window boxes. I just have yet to find said flowers. And I also did add this little wheat thing in the back, so that's going to grow up. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. Ignore that. That's for later. Here, we'll actually check it out in FreeCam. So yeah, I really like the way this turned out. And you might be like, oh, it's facing the wrong direction. The front door is over there. And this is the center of the thing. That's fine. I'm actually gonna have this not be the center. There's gonna be roads going all over the place. So that's how that's gonna work. We now need to test this because I have not yet tested it. And this is not just a house. This is also part of the villager breeder. So now, if we actually do this, we'll say, look, right now, the village breeder is on because these trapdoors are open and they can come see these guys. we can actually turn off the villager breeder. So now they won't see the beds and they won't make the babies. So we're actually gonna leave it off for now. What I want to do is we're gonna test. Actually, first we need to make sure that there's minecarts in the system by coming down here to where the actual villagers are. And there are minecarts in the system. Okay, so that'll work. We now need to come over here. And hopefully, when we push this button right here, a villager should stick right there. It works. I don't know how to open doors. So now we got a villager here. Look at that. There's a villager. And so I think what I'm going to do is not this episode because we're running out of time, but next episode I'm going to add a little station right here for the villager to stand, for the zombie to stand on. So I'm going to move this lever to this side. And then I'm going to have a little station here for a zombie to stand on. So I can be right here and do the whole zombie curing, that whole thing right here. And then I can push this button. And there goes the villager. The main problem now is trying to figure out where to put the villager once he's here. That's not what I meant to do. I did not mean to pull that out. Sorry, sir. All right. Okay, so I'm going to call the episode there. It was kind of shorter or longer. Who knows? I haven't actually edited it all yet. I still have to edit together all of the time lapses and all of the montages and everything, and hopefully everything works out. Speaking of which, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been trying to edit in a bit of a more interesting style, doing a bit of a more interesting edit style. So leave a comment on your thoughts on that. If I should go back to the old one or keep it this one, or I don't know. So yeah, comment what you thought. Like if you like, subscribe if you want to subscribe. That'd be awesome. Share with people. That'd be awesome too. And I will see you in the next video.